to our channel. This is Bella here, and today I have another tutorial for you guys, and it's just kind of this orangey pinky, I don't even know what to call it, makeup look. I just kind of have like a orangey a pinky feel on top and like orangey tones on the bottom, and just like with a glossy lip. This is like very wearable for every day, I think. So it's not too dark, it's not too bright of colors, it's still pretty nude and natural, but still somewhat glamorous. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so in today's tutorial I'm going to be using the Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and I know this is like a really popular palette right now, so I really wanted to do a tutorial using this palette. And as you can see, there's a lot of pretty colors, so yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. So I already have my foundation and my contour on, and for foundation I mixed the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. These are both matte foundations. As you guys know, I have oily skin, so that's why I like matte foundations, because either way they turn dewy on me because my skin is just that oily. So, and I also have my brows on already as well, and it's Dipbrow Soft Brown. That's what I always use on my brows. And to prime the eyes, I'm going to be using MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'm going to go ahead and apply my primer with a brush, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown Concealer Brush. And I'm just going to dip it in to the product and just apply it on my eyelids. I'm not going to apply too much, because once you apply too much it's going to do the opposite and it's actually going to crease even more. So I'm just going to put a little bit and then blend it out with my finger. Alright, so now that that's blended out with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and put a powder all over the eyelid just to kind of help with blending, because the primer is a little bit of a sticky texture, so it's harder to blend out your eyeshadow. So putting powder on top really helps the blending of the eyeshadow. So the powder that I'm going to be using to blend out the primer is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Pressed Powder, and I'm going to use my big Morphe brush just to put that all over the eyelid. And for this look I'm going to apply some tape just so we have like a really clean sharp edge. Alright, so now we're going to jump right into the eyeshadow. For the first step, I'm grabbing this Frosty shade from my Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and I'm just going to be applying this shade on my brow bone. So now I'm going to grab this big fluffy Morphe brush. This is the M330 brush. This is my go-to like transition shade brush, because it just really buffs the color into the crease. And now I'm just going to apply this shade into my crease. For the very next step, I'm going to be grabbing this pink shade right here. And I'm just going to apply this all over the outer third of my eyelid. And I'm going to pick up that pink shade with my Morphe brush. This is just like a fluffy white brush, and I find that this brush is really good for blending. So I'm really just going to focus that on the outer third like I said, and I'm going to be concentrating most of this color on the lid. Alright guys, so now I'm going to deepen the crease a little bit, and for this step I'm going to be using my MAC 213 brush. This really square shader brush. And the eyeshadow that I'm going to be picking up is this really dark matte brown shade. And I'm really just going to carve out my crease a little bit. And to blend that out, I'm going to be using my Morphe M322 brush. And I'm just going to go in circular motions and back and forth motions just to really blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M330 brush just to really blend that all out. Alright guys, so now I'm going to deepen the lid a little bit more. So I'm going to pick up this really shimmery dark brown slash purplish shade. I don't really know what to call it. But yeah, I'm going to be placing this on the very outer portion of my lid, blending into that orangey shade that we applied earlier. And for this step, I'm just going to be using a MAC 242 brush, which is just this really small brush. So taking my brush, I'm just going to place it on the very outer part of my eyelid, blending it inwards. Now going back with the same brush that I used to apply the pink shade to our lid, I'm going to go back in with that blending brush and just really diffuse the two colors. And you can either go back and add some more of the pink eyeshadow, or you can just grab the brush with no additional product and just really buff it out. I'm going to add some liner, and the liner that I'm going to be using is Morphe Brush's gel liner in the color Slate. And I'm not going to do a wing or anything fancy for this look. I'm just going to stop the liner at the very end of my eyelid. Alright guys, so now that I finished with my liner, now I'm going to add some mascara. And the mascara that I'm using today is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. So the lashes that I'm going to be using are the House of Lashes in Iconic. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those on off camera, and I'll be back with my lashes on. Alright guys, so I applied my lashes and now I feel like my life is together. So for the very next step, I'm going to put some white eyeliner in my waterline, just because I feel like I haven't done that in a long time. And that's kind of something that I really like to do because it really opens the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and put some white liner. And the liner that I'm going to use is from NYX, and it just says white liner. So I like this one too because you don't have to sharpen it, it just goes up. So next I'm going to grab this orangey shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm really just going to buff that on the lower lash line. And I really love the style of putting like a shimmery eyeshadow on the lower lash line and an all matte on the top, or vice versa, like matte on the bottom, shimmery on top. I really love how that looks. So I feel like it really just adds dimension to the eyes, so that's what we're kind of going for today. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go in with some mascara, and the mascara that I'm using for my lower lash line is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I love this because it really gives my lower lashes volume. And for my lips, I'm going to be using Jordana lip liner in the shade Sexy Mauve, which is my absolute all-time favorite lip liner. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. And lastly, I'm just going to top my lips with some lip liner. And my favorite lip liner at the moment is the Milani Nude Touch Lip Gloss. And lastly, I'm just going to add a highlight to my cheekbones since my face is really matte right now. And the highlight that I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the shade 02. And I haven't really been using this one that often. Lately, I've been reaching for my MAC Soft and Gentle, but I'm going to switch it up today because I feel like we're going for a very like golden kind of glow look today. And the brush that I'm going to be using to apply this is the Morphe M601 brush. So I'm just going to pick this up and really highlight my cheekbones. And this is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please make sure to like this video and also give it a thumbs up. Like this video, which is giving it a thumbs up. Please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to our channel if you want to stay updated on all of our posts. And if you have any recommendations of what you guys want to see on our channel, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye!